Good morning everyone. Before we start, I've put some counters and some worksheets in front of you, just making sure you're keeping your hands in your lap and you're not touching them until I've asked you to. My name's Stacey. Hi. Let's see what our WALT and our WILF are for the lesson. So our WALT is, I'm learning about recognising and representing a multiplication. Our WILF is, I know I am successful when I can show multiplication questions in different forms. So today we're learning about something new and exciting. It's called multiplication and it's just like addition. When we see an addition problem, what is the symbol that we look for so we know that it's addition? Plus. That's right, a plus sign. So we can do the same with multiplication. When we see a multiplication problem, we look for this symbol. And that's how we know it's multiplication. Now multiplication is similar to addition in that we can swap our numbers and then the answer is the same. So 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2. We can show multiplication problems in different ways. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to tell you a story about my puppy dogs. So when I cook my dinner, I always give my dogs some because I want to spoil them. So I have 2 dogs, Henry and Miller. So I give Henry 3 potatoes and I give Miller 3 potatoes. She doesn't need them though because she's fat. So I'm showing you with my counters 3 groups. No, just kidding. 2 groups of 3. 2 groups of 3. Now, if I had 3 dogs, but the same amount of potatoes, how could I show you that? I would move my potatoes. So now I have 3 groups of 2. But I still have the same amount of potatoes. How many potatoes do I have altogether? 6. 6, that's right. I have 6 potatoes. So now we know that 2 groups of 3 is 6, and 3 groups of 2 is 6. So that's how we show our multiplication in groups. But there are other ways we can show you as well. Now we're going to talk about arrays. So arrays show problems with columns and rows. Whoa, don't do that. So, if we're doing the same problem of 2 groups of 3, then I have 2 groups, so 2 going down and 3 going across. So I'm showing you 2 groups of 3. If I change them around and do my 3 groups of 2, I move my counters again. So now I've got 3 going down and 2 across. But as you can see, I'm still using the same amount of counters. I'm not changing it. All I'm doing is changing how we're showing and representing the problem. The last way we can show our multiplication is with repeated addition. So when I have 2 groups of 3, I can add 3 plus 3, which equals 6. I can also swap my problem again. When we do 3 groups of 2, I can go 2 plus 2 plus 2, which also equals 6. And those are the 3 ways that we can show our multiplication problems. So let's try some problems together. Everybody get your counters ready. So our problem now is 5 times 3. So let's create one group of 3 first. So everyone with your counters showing me one group of 3, however you like. Now, is that how we show 5 times 3? No, because we've only got one group of 3. So now let's create 5 groups of 3 with our counters. You can show them however you like. Just making sure we have 5 groups of 3. And hands on head so I can see when you are done. Lovely. Everyone has their hands on their heads. Beautiful. Going to come around and do a quick check. 5 groups of 3. Lovely. Beautiful. Very good, everybody. So the other way we can do it are with our arrays. So remember, it's similar to our groups of 3, but we use our columns and our rows. So our rows go across, and our columns go up and down. So when we do 5 groups of 3, I want to see 5 rows. Just go this way. Start that way. And then our 3 in the column, going up and down. So show me that with your counters. Move. You can see Melissa's already done it already, but with the other way around, she's swapped them. But we want 5 in your columns and 3 in your rows. Very good. Very good. So we can see we're still using the same amount of counters every time, but we're just moving them around. So we're not actually changing the answer, we're just changing what the question looks like. All right, and the last one is repeated addition. So how can we show 5 groups of 3? Does anyone want to give it a go with their hand up? Yes, Melissa?
Do you want me to show you how to do it?
If you would like, yes, come up if you want.
5 groups of 3.
Yeah, with your repeated addition.
So can I just draw circles and...
So we're going to do our numbers again. So
Okay.
plus-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 groups of 3. So 3,
Yeah.
3, 3, 3, 3, plus, 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 plus.
Yeah.
This pen is weird.
It is weird.
If you understand, that pen is odd.
Very good. Yes, so that's how we do our repeated addition. Lovely. Okay, everyone, now you have a worksheet in front of you. So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do your worksheet. And there's a fast finisher activity on the back. If you finish quickly, you can use your counters to help you visualize your problem if you get stuck. Just pop your hand up if you need a hand at all if you get stuck. Remember using your counters if you need help. And don't rush, we can finish our worksheet after morning tea. Alright everyone, let's put our pencils down just for a minute because it's almost morning tea. So let's just quickly go back over our Walton and our Will. So today we were learning about recognising and representing multiplication, and we knew we would be successful if we could show multiplication questions in different forms. And I think we did that because we learned 3 different ways to show multiplication. We used groups, we used arrays, and we used repeated addition. Does everyone feel good about that? Yes, we can keep going on our worksheet after morning tea if we're not sure. But other than that, let's go to morning tea. Thank you.